Hi guys, this is Frank with Build Your Own, and you can't really tell because we're just looking across a huge parking lot, but this is the new Portland PDX Cars and Coffee. It's no longer in Wilsonville, Oregon. Now we're in Sherwood, Oregon, and there's a place way over here, and we're gonna make our way over there eventually, that's called Langer's Sports Bar, and they're the ones that's doing the new Portland Cars and Coffee, because the World of Speed in Wilsonville is no longer around since this whole pandemic thing. And so yeah, this parking lot is packed with awesome cars. And so you can see we parked next to this really cool truck, or this really cool, I don't even know what it is, some Chevy, oh, it says Chevy Biscayne wagon. It's got the Wilwood brakes on it. I love those brakes. We just parked right here and it's already getting nice. So yeah, I see a Porsche over there. There's Lamborghinis, Ferraris, everything. So we're just gonna walk around here and just check out a little bit of everything. I haven't really even made it to the event, but I don't know what kind of Lincoln this is with these suicide doors. 67 Continental, I'm not really sure, but it's absolutely, well, I'm not gonna call it gorgeous, but it's interesting for sure. It's pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of cars out here. Look at that Saleen Mustang. I think that's a Saleen Mustang right here. I'm pretty sure. That looks pretty nice. Maybe not. No, it just says Mustang GT. It's just sitting really, really low. Very nice. Look how tall that shifter is in there. Can you see that thing? Sitting next to this old Corvette. I mean, we're just going to do some serious rubbernecking out here today. This Corvette has a NCRS, National Corvette Restore Society sticker on it. So it doesn't look restored, however, though. What do we got over here? We're still in the parking lot because we all had to park way far away. You can't park in over there. So this is just the parking lot. Everybody that's probably over there, these are just people's cars. So we haven't even actually made it to the car show or the Cars and Coffee event yet. Check out the new Corvette. Looks like it's got some custom exhaust tips on it too. Custom exhaust. Are they gonna fire this bad boy up? They just took the target top off. Let's see if we can get an exhaust start up this bad boy. Like I said, we still haven't made it over to the main event because there's just tasty treats like that yellow Camaro right there. There's just tasty treats all over the place. I missed the exhaust start because that truck was driving by, but boy, listen to that. Look at these wheels on this bad boy too. Absolutely gorgeous. I was pretty sure when I was walking up on this thing that it was I thought it was a McLaren. I'm not even kidding. It's absolutely stunning. Stunning. But you know what else is stunning? This ZL1 Camaro with a heads-up display. You watch my channel, you know I love head-up displays for sure. I guess I was standing in this spot. There we go, check it out, nice. Equally loud. That one's got the little Borla exhaust, I can see that one. There we go, look at that. We got three Chevys here, old Z28 Camaro. We got a ZL1 Camaro. I did a build-in price on that. I'll put a link up to the channel. We got that brand new Vet. Got this beautiful F250 lifted King Ranch edition. Do you see that? It's got 3 doors on it. That thing's got 3 doors on it. Absolutely gorgeous, that. Good thing I brought an extra battery for my camera. I think I'm gonna need it. All right, let's move back to this. Looks good. Oh, that's sweet. That is sweet. It smells brand new, this thing. Gorgeous. All right, let's keep it moving. Look at this thing. Look at this old Lincoln Continental. I gotta step back because this thing is easily just as long as my truck. Came all this way, and look at this Viper. It is tore up from the floor up. I'm not even trying to look at this Viper. At any rate, here we are. This is Langer's. This is New Portland Cars and Coffee. All the cars are out here now. Like I said, we were just over in that parking lot over there. So, yeah, let's just kind of see what's what, all right? Here's another Dodge Viper. This Viper looks better than that other one we just saw. That one's quite nice. Was that a GTS? I'm not really sure. Second Kia Stinger I've seen. Those things are pretty popular. I did a build and price on those. I'll put a link up to that down in the description below. Leave this camera on, I'm telling you. Look at that Cadillac Cts-V. That's a honey right there. I like that car. I used to want one of those really, really, really bad. Definitely did a build and price review of this car. I'll put a link to that also in the description below. As a matter of fact, you'll see all the links to all the videos that I find are relevant to this car show in the link below, or in the description below. For instance, when Cars and Coffee was in Wilsonville, I did several of those, and so I'll put those links up as well. There's a little BMW i8. That's a little Mercedes, what is that, C63? Yep, there it is, C63. That looks pretty chunky. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Let's keep looking and see what else there is. That bad boy, Back to the Future. But there it is, your DeLorean. So there's your DeLorean, all stainless steel. I don't think they're really attractive, to be quite honest with you, and I think they just have a V6. Somebody told me one time that it's just got a V6 out of a Chevy Citation. I don't know if that's true or not. Today is day of the Kia Stinger. Boy, I can't even get around the corner. There's another one. That's now the third Kia Stinger that I've seen. This one looks a little bit different than that white one I saw, and I don't think I turned on the camera on the other one. Here's a little McLaren. I actually had a video I just did not too long ago of a McLaren I saw when I was at the grocery store. Never did figure out what model it is. Don't know what model these are. You know why? Because a lot of them look the same. Even though they're hot, a lot of them just look the same. All right, since there's so many cars to look at, so many beautiful cars to look at, I think we'll just kind of look at some of these. I'm not even going to throw down commentary necessarily on all of them, but we'll just kind of take a look. Well, I take that back. This Mustang right here looks kind of fun. I think I just like the blue. I like the colors. I like that it's really short. It just looks racy and fun. I don't know what kind of paint job it had on it, meaning quality, because I can see the springs, the leaf springs, has the same color blue on it. So, but whatever, it's a cool driver. Mustangs here, clearly all the Mustang row here. We've got this one with the pink stripes on it. Does it have a supercharger on it? I'm not really sure. It says high performance, powered by Ford. I'm not sure if it's got a supercharger on it or not, but it looks really, really good. Got a newer Mustang here. Got a nice old one here. It looks pretty cool. Looks like it's got a straight 6 in it, actually, which is really nice to keep it original like that. Look at those LED lights. Those are interesting. Yeah, that is scary. Look at that. It's a wild Mustang, that, isn't it? That's a wild Mustang, that car. Here's a nice little black 5-liter. It's pretty cool. He's got a lot of carbon fiber bits under here. He's got the carbon fiber here and the expansion tank, and really, really cool. Corsa intake, really, really nice. Here's a nice old school classic. Look at this one, black with the red leather, little 289. Nice little Mustang here. Moving up to this one. This one seems like it might want to go a little bit faster than this black one here. It's really, really nice. Looks like it's built to a very high degree. This engine is literally stuffed in here. Let's look inside the interior really fast. Cool. All right, let's move on. I was looking at these Mustangs that are over here, and I turned around and I saw this honey of a Volkswagen Scirocco. I'm not really a I mean, Volkswagens are cool. When I was a kid, my mom had a Volkswagen Rabbit, and you know, it didn't look like this. It didn't have these BBS wheels on it, but this one is really, 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 really nice. And as I look just behind it, we can see a beautiful Jaguar E-Type. Definitely gonna check that out in just a second. All right, let's get back to these Mustangs. Lots of them here. Like I said, it must have been a whole row of Mustangs down here. That's cool. So we kind of covered the Mustangs. There's some custom Chrysler 300 over there. We'll definitely try to remember to hit that up on the way back. That guy just started up that black Corvette, and it sounds nasty. That car sounds angry. We'll have to try to come back around for that as well. So check out this Saleen Mustang. It's got like a candied color on it, and it looks very nice. I mean, here's a red one here, and this is definitely looks to be like a factory red, and this one's definitely something a little bit different. It's very, very, very cool. Looks like it's got a supercharger sitting up front. We can see that, but that's classic Saleen stuff. This one's a convertible. Does it have back seats? I'm not really sure. Yeah, they're there. It just has that tonneau cover over the back of it. That's pretty cool. Nice. Good deal. So check this out. Looks like this car was signed maybe by Steve Saleen, and like every Saleen, I think they serial number every one of them. This one, serial number 527. Of what year it is, I'm not really sure. I just realized that this blue car was actually a Saleen as well. It's just a hard top. Don't know what year it is, but this one's got a serial number of 39, if in fact those are the serial numbers. I don't know if that Mustang's a real pursuit vehicle, a real police car, because it doesn't say anything. It just says Northwest Mustang Club. I think somebody just wanted to kind of do that for fun, and it looks pretty cool. Look at this thing. This is a 1959 Impala. It is long, low. It's got custom wheels. It's got a custom engine. It's It's got a custom stereo system in it too. I mean, look at the bass, or the whatever you call those speakers in the back there. I'm not really big on the speakers. I do see a little is that surface rust under there? I don't know. At any rate, this is a really nice car. Got some switches in there because it's probably on an air suspension. We got a, looks like a double din stereo in there. And yeah, like I said, it's super low to the ground. It's got those Wilwood brakes that I love. I think that's just classic. I'd love to have Wilwood brakes on my truck if I ever got it with an engine like this in there. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Look at this Beetle. Sweet. This Beetle's sweet. It's got the Fuchs wheels on it. Those are Porsche wheels. Authentic Fuchs. F-U-C-H-S, I think it's spelled. It's got the flip-up windshield. Super sweet. I'm usually not into this stuff, but this one is super cool. I once owned a Beetle, and I got it up over 100 miles an hour, and it scared me so bad that I got rid of that Beetle. That wasn't the actual reason why I got rid of that Beetle, but it was one of the reasons. This one, very nice. Done to a very high degree, isn't it? Yeah, there's a Volkswagen thing over there. And look at this Beetle. This one's the last models they made. I think I've seen this car before. I know I've seen this car before. I've got this car on video at probably one of these cars and coffee events. I'm quite sure of it. I'm going to definitely put the link to that video in the description below, and also the link to my 2005 Volkswagen Beetle Turbo that I own. I'm going to put a build that I did a walk-around review on. So yeah, this one, don't know if it's a turbo or anything like that. I don't think
it's a supercharged 2-liter.
Oh, it's a supercharged 2-liter. All right, so it's got a little go in it then, huh?
Yeah, this is mine.
Yeah. Talking to the owner, super cool guy. This is a 1998 Volkswagen New Beetle. It's actually older than my 2005. The owner says that this car started life as a coupe, and this was a handmade top. This top was custom made for this car. Custom made top. It's got a 2-liter supercharged engine. Look at that. It's got the new speed intake on there. I see a little supercharger right back there. There it is. You got the new speed intake. And as far as this whole paint, and I was right, I did see this car at Cars and Coffee at World of Speed. The thing with this paint, I asked, what's the deal with the graphics? That's all airbrush. So very nice. And I love the DTM style wheel. There's that Volkswagen thing. This is a Mercedes CLK 55 AMG. This car has 349 horsepower and 391 pound-feet of torque. This is a cool car. I'm almost positive I know this guy. If I could see him somewhere around here, I'm pretty sure. At any rate, this is a really nice car. Look at that. He's got the AMG CLK 55 button-down shirt. You think he likes this car? Look at this car. It's a honey right next to that CLK 55. We got this little Nissan 370Z, and it, you know what? I just think these cars are sexy. No, they're not the fastest. I don't care, right? This car is really nice. Smells good in there. It's got that leather and looks like Alcantara seats. They say 370Z TT, so, and it's a Nismo. Did he turbocharge this thing? He might have, right? He certainly could have. It looks stuffed down there. It looks like there's some extra hardware down there for sure. I don't see any turbos, but that doesn't mean it's not under there. So yeah, that's a beautiful car. It's got that reddish carbon fiber for your splitter on the lip. Kind of cool. Okay, so Datsuns hold a special place in my heart because I've had several Z cars, a couple 280s. I had a 300Z, had a 260Z. Here's a Fairlady Nissan 2000 or Datsun 2000. Probably sounds super good. Look how big the exhaust tip is on that. This one here, this is a 280Z. Yep, it's a 2+2. You can always tell because they're a little bit longer in the back. I had one that was a 2+2, and yeah, they're sexier as a true two-door. They could, because those back seats are too small anyway. Look at that. Here's something you don't see every day, a Porsche 968. So this car is the successor or the predecessor, I'm not sure, the one that came after the Porsche 944, because I think they stopped making the Porsche 944 in 92.
Yeah, they made these from 92 to 95.
Okay, they made the 968 from 92 to 95.
They only made a little over 4,000 of them.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, it's rare. You don't see very many of these.
They're all made as coupes, and in Germany they cut down the cabriolet and made them.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, That's a honey in that Carrera white over the blue with the blue leather. You know, I could probably leave the stripe alone, but it's nice. Look at that exhaust tip. He said they all came as coupes, and he said they modified them at the factory or something like that. All right, anyway, here's an old little 911 SC over here. It looks super, super hot. Got this little nice Corvette with the T-tops that looks great. Now look at this. Now this is something that you don't see. Now this is a Toyota Celica, and I bet you it says all track on the back. Why? Because it's 4-wheel drive. How do I know that? Because it's turbo right there. I used to look at car magazines when I was a kid, and that's all I did basically. Oh, it doesn't, but see, GT4, I think that basically really does mean all track. I think this is all-wheel drive, and that's a cool little car. Speaking of cool little car, here's a nice little Fairlady Z, or maybe it's not a Z, it's just a Fairlady. I don't know. It's got this little Stinger exhaust on the back of that or something. I don't know. It looks nice, well done in black and black. It looks very, very good. I don't think this car ever sees bad weather. So I saw this Peugeot driving in when I was headed here, and I said, you know what? I bet you 10 bucks this guy is gonna show up at this car event, and there you go. I haven't seen a Peugeot since I was a kid growing up in the Midwest. Look at this thing. Wow, it's a diesel. It's clean too, huh? I like it. I don't want to drive it, but I like it. So we just saw that other Toyota Celica, that little gray one that was over there that was 4-wheel drive. Look at this old school purple Toyota Celica GT. This thing's hot. Look at that. That's fun. Look at that little engine all chromed up. Got the headers, got the twin, I don't know, Solex carburetors on there. It's nice. Even the block is painted the same plumish color as the exterior. Look over here. Got a risky business little Porsche 928 over here. Used to love these cars. If you were into fast cars, how could you not love a 928? I mean, seriously, how could you not love a 928? Now, the best ones of these, what? They did an S4, right around 89. And then they did like a GT, like in the last years in like 95, because this one's certainly not a 95. This one's probably like an 88 or an 87, 89 tops. But you get one of these that's like a 95 GT, and now you've really got a honey. So right next to this purple Celica, right, it says TRD on the back, Toyota Racing Development, we got this other Celica GT. Not sure what year this one is. Both these cars are just, I don't know, they're kind of cool. They're kind of cool. It says lift back on there. Let's see. This one's got a whole different engine setup than the other one. We can see that purple one over there has got a, looks really, really serious. Not that this one doesn't really go, but it looks different. Look how weird how the distributor is just mounts right off the side of the head there. Isn't that weird and interesting? Look at this truck. This says it's an F-250. It's obviously lifted. It's got that flatbed. It's super cool. But it says Cummins diesel on the side of it because, well, it's got a diesel engine in it. This is a Ford with a diesel engine in it and some really huge, I don't even know what size tires those are. I'm not even going to try to get up on it. These tires are huge. Very cool truck. Look at this old Chevy truck. It's lowered because I guess that's what you probably do with old trucks or two-wheel drive trucks. I'm still thinking I'm not going to probably lower my truck. If anything, I'm still going to lift my truck. I don't care that that's two-wheel drive. We call that pre-runner here in Oregon. All right, so anyway, this thing's got an engine. This is what my truck needs, is an engine like this underneath it. If I had an engine like that, then yeah, I guess I would lower my truck down because you're going to need to be hunkered down to the ground so you don't take off. Wow. Oh, buddy. Look at the patina on this thing, and it's just a honey inside. Oh, man. Look at the back. Oh, son. Oh, I'm in love with this truck. Oh, I could be driving this truck every day. Look at that. That's hot. That blue one's hot too. Real hot. That, I don't know what's going on with that. He likes to go the drag strip, I can tell. So it could be fast, or it could just be sort of kind of fast and just really loud. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but it looks like it's got a battery under there or something. It does actually. Oh, here's another one. I've seen these cars before, these things. I've seen these at a car show as well. Very interesting. This is now the third Datsun 2000 we've seen. Can you believe that? There's three of them, right? We got this old Mustang GT350. I don't know. It looks pretty cool. Look at that engine under there. Woo! It's fast. Now this kind of car with this patina reminds me of that Chevy truck over there that has that same kind of patina. Right there you go with those Wilwood brakes on there. That's pretty hot. Look at this. This is a little Ford Focus. Not so little, done to a very high degree. They say it says drift set up there. It's all about lowering this down. It's got some beautiful Brembo brakes. I don't know what's all going on in the engine. That's just kind of a cover. This engine could be mostly stock. I don't know, to be honest with you. What I do know is that it's just a very nice looking car. It's kind of fun. Probably it should have an air suspension on it because I don't know how it would drive otherwise. Oh yeah, there's the tank for the air suspension. You've got, look at the little wood back, the decking. Looks to be a stick shift, I can tell. And it's got a subwoofer in there. And we got the little dual exhaust with the bluish tips. It's cool. We've kind of seen kind of half of this event. We got all this stuff over here. We still got some cars to look at. I see an old Ferrari over there. We've got some cars to look at over here. Some of the good ones have already left. People are leaving. We've already looked at all the stuff over here. But over in that corner over there, we still haven't looked at any cars. So we're going to kind of look over here. And then we're going to make our way over there. And then we'll probably get out of here and then see what else is in the parking lot. But you know what? We're taking some pictures, and I'm gonna put up all these pictures on my website, the pictures that I do take, and so I'll put the link to that in the description below. All right, check these out. Are these Austin Healeys? Yeah, here's an Austin Healey, looking quite cool. That looks quite tasty. That's got a big old engine in it. It says it's got a Ford 351 with room to spare in this little car too, huh? Then you got this little Triumph. Right? I knew a guy way back in the day when I was in my early 20s and I used to work out at this one gym. I knew a guy that had one of these. He had two of them. And he goes, I just drive them around for a while, and then when they need to be rebuilt, I just, take them apart and rebuild them because they're really, really easy to work on. Right? Because as you can see, there's not much to them. So yeah, Austin Healey. I think that's called a Triumph Spitfire. Then over here, it looks like we have a Corvette Zr1. Looks like the real deal, an old one. This would be like an early 90s Corvette Zr1. And look at this, we got this Ford. I don't know what kind of coupes you call these, but this one's really, really nice. I know that it's got like a custom engine in it. It's all built up. Of course it does. Cars like this always have engines like this with the checkerboard firewall. Yeah, no stories on this bad boy. It's quite nice. Gotta give the love to some old school American cars. Here's a Ford Galaxie 500. Says it's got a 427 in it. This thing is no joke. This thing will throw down. Look at those headers on that thing. That's a cool car. I'd actually like to hear this thing start up. I bet you it sounds great. What else do we have here? We got some more Mustangs. We got a Mustang GT500 Super Snake. This one is. So is that like the 750 horsepower-ish one? I remember the Super Snakes. We got another Corvette over here. And then we've got, looks like a Factory 5 Daytona Cobra Coupe, right? Surely not the real deal, right? Which are your fake Halabrand knockoffs over there. And then some kind of, some kind of BMW, what is that? Like a Z, is that a Z4? Let's get a close-up look. BMW right here, this BMW Z4. This thing's got 800 horsepower. I wasn't even really thinking about it. I'm walking by and the guys are talking about 800 horsepower. It's got a factory block, but it's got forged, and it's got, the internals have all been gone through. And the head's got the head work on there, because that's your magic right there, the head work. That's how you get your power right there. So, yeah, it's got a big turbo on it. Can we see that turbo? Oh, yeah, can we see it?
No.
Okay. About them, but there's a Subi. I actually like Subarus. I actually like these ones with the hatchback, honestly, to be quite honest with you. If I had a Subaru, I wouldn't mind having one with this little hatchback. That looks kind of cool. Now, check this out real fast. There's a Jag we're going to look at behind me, but real quick, this is what started it all right here. This is a 1988 BMW M3. Might be a 92, because this might be an Evo 2 motor on it. This one looks like it might have an Evolution 2 engine. I'm over here acting like I know what I'm talking about, but I know a little bit about these. And yeah, This car is gorgeous. I love these BBS wheels. That's old school stuff right there. You don't see BBS wheels anymore, although that little Scirocco we saw had a set of BBS wheels on it, because that's how, you know, the German cars rolled back in the day. Miatas. I see a nice red Z06 over here. I see a Porsche 914. It must not start because it's just sitting there awkwardly. Here's a little MG and a really beautiful Jaguar F-Type. Gorgeous car. Gorgeous car. Yeah, nice car. I like that. What do we got over here? We're gonna check out this Ferrari really fast, right? Let's go in here and see what this Ferrari is all about. Looks like it's got a big V12 engine in it. Yep, it does. The 6.5 liter V12. Look how gorgeous this is, right? All the carbon fiber. Are those like the electronic boxes right there? I don't know. It looks like some electronic stuff under there. All carbon fiber under here. Let's take a wow. It is quite stunning, isn't it? Yeah, let's walk around this other side. Take a look at this bad boy. Yeah, I love how it's got that classic coupe lines to me. Long front end and short cut off back end. I love that. Got the classic saddle and interior. You got the flat bottom steering wheel on there. Looks really good. You got the carbon ceramic disc brakes. I'm not sure what model this is. Oh, it's going to tell us right here. Oh, it's an 812 Superfast. Actually, you know what? I did a building price of an 812 Superfast. Actually, I already did a review of this car. I just forgot because it just looks a little bit different. So I'm going to put a link to that down in the description below. We'll make our way now over on that far corner. Look at this little Grand Sport Corvette. Says it's supercharged, right? Yep. That's cool. We got a little BMW M car over here. Says that it's Dynan powered, right? You see the little Dynan badge on the back. I used to have BMWs, and technically, you know, to get the Dynan badge, you normally have to get X amount of their upgrades to get the Dynan badge. You can't just necessarily buy the Dynan badge. Doesn't mean this car has Dynan things on it, but I suspect it probably does. Oh, this guy says he's got a 2011 BMW Z4. He says it's making 800 horsepower. I bet you it's not. I bet you it's not. I said, let me see the motor. He goes, oh, I splashed stuff all over it. Oh, let me see the motor, man. Let me see the motor. Who cares if you splash stuff on it or not? That car doesn't have 800 horsepower. It's probably got some power, but I don't think it's got 800 horsepower. I'm sure he's had some work done on it. I think he would like to have 800 horsepower. At any rate, there's that Z06. I think we saw that one. Oh, this guy's going to start this car up. I bet this got that 427 in it. This thing's going to sound super good. Right, to me, this is a sleep. I think he's looking for his keys. As soon as he finds his keys, I think we'll be ready to go. Maybe. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, buddy. Told you it was gonna sound good, huh? Yeah. Letting the e-brake off. Let's watch this guy leave. This 427 Galaxie. This thing will get up. This thing's probably faster than that guy's BMW Z11 or Z4, his 2011. It's definitely cooler. Tired of BMW sometimes, like that one. I don't see the point. Nice car. Well, it doesn't have much of a wheelbase, does it? There you go. Nice car. Nice car. That's sweet. Look at that old Chevy. Now that's a nice truck. That's a nice truck. Wow. Got a V8 in it, of course. Mine has a 6-cylinder. I want a 6. Yeah. I think he might be the original owner, because on that placard, he had the first payments, the check payments to it. Look at the exhaust. I mean, this is a really, really cool truck. It's got an 8-track player, okay? I think it says, I don't even know what it says, but that's really cool. Look at the bed. Bought in 1964. I'm sorry, 1965. Look at the bed, right? He's had it this whole time. It's gone through some stuff because it's been restored, and there's a whole story on it. No frame off, right? I guess it has no frame off restoration. This is a very cool truck. Okay, so yeah, this is a 1965, and this thing cost $3,000. He's got his first payments that he made of $46. Just talking to this gentleman. He's had this truck his whole life. This was a Southern California truck. He's restored this truck. I said, what does this truck do now? He said, I drove this truck every day for work, blah, 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 blah. What this truck does now is it's in retirement. This truck's retired. It's a garage queen, but he definitely drives it, and he loves this truck, and it's a cool truck. That little Porsche turbo right here, that looks sweet. That's a sweet little car there. That's nice. I like that Porsche turbo. I hear something cracking. Oh, that's that Vet. But I don't know, I might take that Porsche. That Porsche is pretty nice. But this Corvette, oh, he just turned that Corvette off. We just missed that. There's an Audi R8 in the background. Yeah, there he goes. He's gonna try to park next to Home Slice. He's got the V10. It's coming in quiet. That thing's bone stock, that. All right, cool, 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 cool. What else we got out here? Everybody's sort of kind of rolling and going home now. I was talking to some other people. They said this place was so packed they had to turn away cars. We got an old Porsche 911 over here. Right, what else do we have? We got that old Magnum PI looking Ferrari over here. Yeah, he's just getting ready to leave. I meant to get over to see this car, but it's all good. But is that an old 308 or 328? Is that a 308 or a 328? Oh, 512. Even better. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, 512 right there. Huh? That's why I said, that's why I apologized to you. So, yeah, so I apologize to the guy for calling his 512 a 308, and then some guy came over and told me about a story about once when he did that, and the guy with the 512 went off on him. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. It says the Coyote and the Duster. It's got factory air, this car. Is this what they call that Hugger Orange or whatever they might call it? Oh, it's got a plaque card in it. Yeah, Portland Cars and Coffee. See, yep, this is the Portland Cars and Coffee. Now, I don't know what year this car is, but boy, it looks wonderful, right? It looks wonderful. It looks very, very original, and it's a gorgeous car. I'm really sad that we didn't get out here a little earlier, but you know what? They're going to be here again next weekend, and guess who's going to be here? I'm going to be here. So you want to check this show out and you can't come down to this show? Then just come along with me and subscribe to the channel. Now, we're not quite done yet because I see some Mr. Miyagi looking Mercury or something over there. I see a Lamborghini, and what I really see is I see that lifted Ford truck, and we need to get over there and check that out right now, ASAP stat. I think I just found best of show right here, guys. Whoa, buddy. You know I like trucks, man. I favor trucks. The Lamborghini, technically, I'll tell you a secret. I could care less about that Lamborghini. I mean, it is what it is. I'm over that kind of stuff. This truck, however, is all kinds of awesome. Woo, that's a honey. That truck is just a honey, right? That's a honey. I don't know what size lift it is, but boy, I wish I was driving this bad boy home right now. I mean, seriously, his dome lights are on his interior lights are on the inside. I can see them. Can you see that? I think the door's ajar. Hopefully there's nobody in there. I should probably back up. Looks like the door's ajar a little bit. Super, super, super cool truck. All right, let's look at this Lamborghini that I said I didn't care about. This one's a Gallardo. So it's got a V10 in it, okay, which is the same engine that came in the Audi S8 of the time. When the Audi S8 was out, it had a V10 engine, and it was the exact same engine, although they were tuned differently. They did not throw down the same horsepower. I think I might have called it. So this is a Mercury, and it says a Monterey, and it does look like that Mr. Miyagi. What was that movie? The Karate Kid. It looks like that Karate Kid car. I'm pretty sure with wax on and wax off. I'm almost positive. You go check that out and get back to me. All right, well, there's not much else left to see here. There's a cool older Ford Thunderbird, right? That's cool. It's definitely not original. You can tell by those wheels. There's a couple of old Mustangs over here. We're not even gonna go over there and look at them. Here's an Alfa Romeo 24.5 VC or some junk like that. I remember seeing these when I was a kid, and they looked better then. Yeah, GT6 or something like that. Interesting car, very interesting car. Then of course, we can't stop this video before we go. Let's look at these these muscle cars here. Look at this GTX. This thing is, ooh, it's a honey. Look at that. That's a nice car. It's so nice. We're gonna look in the interior. I haven't even looked inside most of these cars today. Nice stick. It's got that tack on the steering column. So it's got 13,000 miles on it. Is that 113,000? I doubt it. Probably got 13,000 miles on it. Got that big old, I don't know what kind of engine it is, to be quite honest with you. It's got a Mopar engine, so it's got a Healey Street Dominator intake. Yeah, it's got the MSD ignition stuff on there. And you got a Pontiac GTO Judge. I'm gonna take a guess at, I don't know what year that was. Did these come out in like around 1972 or something like that? I'm not really sure, but it's really attractive. I like it a lot. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Then last but not least, let's look at this Charger real quick in this nice shade of blue. It's got the vinyl top on it, and it too has a gigantic motor under the hood. Yeah, super cool. So we've got two Mopars and a Pontiac shoved down here in the back corner. I like it a lot. So we're leaving, and so we're just gonna kind of check out cars on the way out. That was a nice little Porsche 911 SC. All right, what else we got here? We got the nice little Subaru WRX. Looks like we got a little Corvette Z06. Of course, you got your little Beamer over here. Got Mustangs. You know what? Everybody's pretty much gone. So you know what? I think we're gonna do the same. Let's get out of here. All right, guys. So yeah, that was the new Portland Cars and Coffee. That was super fun. I think we're going to check this out again next week. So like I said, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because if this is going to be on, we're going to be coming here as often as possible. We got here a little bit late. Apparently there were a lot more cars here. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you found this video fun or entertaining or interesting or anything like that, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel.